Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. So basically, in today's video, we're going to be talking about some things that you should know about the CSEC Agricultural exam, the single award exam, right? And basically, the reason why I'm going to talk about this is because I did the single award one, so that is what we know about the most. So if you're interested, just keep on watching and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, right? Right. So basically what you should know about the exam. So first and foremost, you need to know that for the SBA, and obviously if you have the subject, you know this by now. So basically for the SBA, you obviously have the broiler SBA with the chicken, and then you have the crop SBA, right? So basically back in when we did do it, we did obviously raise the chicken them and blah blah blah, right? And then slaughter the chicken them, and when we just look back on that experience, it just yak, like honestly. Because I literally remember when the chicken them did in like the full cube, and I think during agri time would I give them water, give them food and stuff like that, and obviously change the litter in the full cube. And basically me never like it because to me when I do it, me I say, oh my god, India just thing, we can't deal with it. But yeah, obviously the chicken them they get bigger, right? So them grow fast. Them we feed them with the what them call it, even though what them call it, hormone or not hormone. I don't remember whatever nutrients or whatever we give them because it's been a while, so I don't remember. But basically we never did like it. And what I never did like even more is when we slaughtered the chicken them, like go up on the farm the day and me just see tarpaulins up on the ground, me see rope pantry, and me say, Lord God, we really have to go kill them chicken here today. And obviously me did very scared, very skeptical. Somebody take up the chicken because you see throughout this entire broiler SBA, and don't worry, I have a point me and all this. Throughout this entire broiler SBA, when obviously you list you write down your things, then you need to put your SBA together and obviously take photos with you on the farm and the things, right? If you go into the SBA, another portfolio, another project, right? For the SBA. But basically, in all what we grow the chicken them, me never touch the chicken. Like me would have folded something, and take my picture, feed, like put little food or something, take my picture, but me never actually lick up the chicken, right? Because when you're going there, them a flap. So what would usually happen is mainly the boys them would have go in there, the male them would have go in there and start out the change in the litter business, right? But me never do that. So the day when we started the chicken, me did like, oh God, I'm afraid. And somebody lift up the chicken and me just wall him back. And what would they do? Remember if they need remember how you go again, the type on the tree, or I don't know, but some dip in the hot water and all them something, I don't remember. But basically the broiler SBA is very important, right? So ensure say when you're doing the broiler SBA, you did actually take photos if you go in your SBA, right? So when you do up your SBA, and it's basically doing up the SBA like a project, right? So you need photos of the different steps or the different procedures, like the methods and stuff like that. You see how feed the chicken and all them something. You need photos, you need evidence, right? So my hope so when you do the SBA, it actually, like when you're up on the farm, you actually like take photos and stuff like that because it's very important. So basically that is that. So the broiler SBA really important, and then you have the proper SBA. So those two SBAs make up your SBA grade for agri, right? Now for the crop, I think I did cucumber sweet pepper, something. I don't remember what they do again. Something along that lines, but as I said before, the whole taking the photos while you do this stuff for them is very, very important. Yeah. So you having a good SBA grade literally set you good for going at the exam already, right? Just knowing that okay, me complete me SBA them, me take my photos them, me send it to my teacher, them send back whatever corrections is needed, right? And you make a corrections and you're already on your way, right? So now to the exam. Now agriculture, I would not say that the CSEC agricultural exam is a hard exam, right? And there's a reason why I say that. I think it's a subject, and obviously it's a science subject, right? Agricultural science. But why I say it's not necessarily a hard subject is really because it's a practical subject. So everything that them are going to test you upon on that test, you did do it at some point during during the SBA, right? When you do the SBA up on the farm, you grow the crops and stuff. So it's like it's a practical subject, right? So obviously some things in a agri, like for example, like maybe aquaponics and hydroponics, those things you never actually get to see them. But I'm gonna tell you the honest truth, back then we did absolutely love agri. I feel like agri was my favorite science subject, and there's a reason for that. There's a real reason for that. So as much as how I did hate go on the farm, and I did hate touching chicken, I did hate in the dirt, as much as somebody did hate all of that, I did really love agri, because from the theoretical aspect, it did just make sense. Like when you learn about the different like principles and different like procedures, and you say, oh, hydroponics this, aquaponics this, how you grow this, how this benefit the farmer, what gonna happen if this, you know what I mean? Like I couldn't really understand agri, right? But obviously, I never cut out feet because I'm not gonna no dirt, I'm not kill no chicken, I'm not, you understand? But I feel like, and this is something that because I did do agri back then, and although me is not a strong person physically, if you go depend on farm I do nothing, you see knowing the business behind agri, it really, me not in a lie, I feel like some money in it. I feel like some money, like I just see myself having a farm, I just not go on the farm go do nothing, but having a farm and more to run the farm like a literal business. Because I literally remember when I do agri and we do the budget them, like I did love them something. Like I feel like behind the scenes, the paperwork aspect, like knowing the different techniques and stuff like that where you can grow your crops, and basically obviously genetic engineering and little stuff like that. We're coming with the cow them and stuff like that. You see, knowing the science aspect behind agriculture, I did really enjoy that, to be honest. So I feel like there's business in it. So I think that, for example, now when you do the subject, do not just see it as a subject, see it as a business. And some people might look for agri and say, oh, agri is not even a real science subject, or they might say, oh, agri a farmer work, right? Listen to me, there's money in agriculture, right? And just because you know physically make you go up on the farm and go dig up no dirt, and you know, because the thing about it, more to go around no cow either. You understand? But me still say me like the subject agri. You understand what I mean? Yeah. So I hope so when you do this subject, you really put effort into it, and even if you not like touch the animals them, you not like in the dirt, just remember the stuff them and realize you can make money out of this. But anyways, once your SBAs are good, you're studying for the exam, and what they're going to ask you in the exam, you have come across it in some way or some form, right? And it's really a practical subject, to be honest. Like they might ask you about the different like equipment what them use on the farm, like the plow and different stuff like that. It's a practical subject. So when you do the SB, they probably see what a plow looks like, or a shovel, you get to see the different things. And obviously at my school there was no like hydroponics or aquaponics or anything like that, but I still understand the concept. But you still understand the concept, so things like that, ensure that you know them, right? Because emphasis, because for me in a grade, maybe for me feel like either grade 7 or grade 9 me learn about this hydroponics business, because I'm start agri from grade 7, I think, at my high school. That then you do, I think so. But I did really enjoy the business aspect behind agri basically. So yeah, so just ensure so you prepare properly for your exam. Anything I'm gonna ask you, just ensure say you know it. And as we talk about knowing it, check your textbook, get the agri textbook, because I feel like I feel like people underestimate how much a textbook can help somebody. Teacher can come to class and talk, but when you see it for yourself in a book, or when you get to see photos with the stuff them, you learn a lot faster. Because there was a time when COVID did just come in, was it like, I don't remember, but basically me just know the different like tractor and something they would do on the farm. I don't know why, but I did have them print, cut out and paste in my book with like the function of the different parts or something like that. But it's very important, okay, so when I can match the words to the picture, because we're a very visual person. You see, if you want me to learn something, show me it first and then go stick it in my brain, right? So if you know the use of it and you can see the picture and you can relate it and say, oh, me understand why that is used for that, because obviously the different parts side match up for that purpose, right? So that's agri. And for the paper one, it's going to be MCQ. It is going to be MCQ, and the paper 2 is going to be free answer basically. So the paper 1 would be 1 hour and 15 minutes, and the paper 2 would be 2 hours, right? So this ensures that you focus on the main aspect, like the business of agriculture, crop, broiler, all the different aspects. So crop production, animal production, all those stuff, ensure that you focus on everything. Ensure you read your textbook, ensure you just know what is going on in the subject and know what's going on the exam and wing it. Because me going at the agri exam, right? And me did get a distinction, right? And the thing about it is that this was said to me when my first going to grade 10 by my agri teacher. So basically me did do good in agri from grade 7 grade 9. Grade 10 me take it up as a CSEC subject, and the first exam we do and me get full mark. Me get it 20 to 20, and she said to me say, and bear in mind that this 20 to 20 it was a written exam, it was MCQ, and me get 20 to 20, and she said to me say, you're going to get a distinction. And then 2 years later, or what, yeah, almost 2 years later, when I do the actual CSEC exam, there was a distinction just like that. So it just show how you just have to have interest into a subject. You never feel like touch, because I never like touch no animal. I never like no dirt. I never like if you bend down no dirt and I feed no chicken and I catch water for chicken and I full cool sting. I never like that. But the business aspect, I did get it in my head, and I said to myself, say, if you really buy 100 chicken, you understand how much money I gonna make? I said, I'm gonna mass out everything like that in my head. So it's like that aspect, the business side of agriculture, I did like it. We just not go on the farm, go do something, right? So I did actually like that part behind it. Study and just do what you need to do for the exam. Look over your SBA them. Remember to look at the photos them to see exactly what they do during the SBA them. And for the paper 2, ensure so you go through your textbook, know the different like equipment you use on a farm, or advantages of aquaponics, hydroponics, them something there. The business, as in knowing the budget stuff, the income, expense, different things. Just basically go through everything that you learned during the 2 years where you had the agricultural science for, and just basically just do what you need to do, right? Just study and just prepare well. For the paper 2, there's going to be no MCQ, you have to write. For the paper 1, you might can check on YouTube. As a matter of fact, for both papers, paper 1 and paper 2, go on YouTube, type in paper 1, work question, agricultural science, and you go see somebody work the agri question with the answer. Remember, the MCQ repeat. Everybody know that the paper 1s, they repeat. So watch those past videos for the paper 1 for agri. Watch them. And me guarantee you probably see back to my question pan the exam, right? For the paper 2, also watch paper 2 videos for agricultural science. And you go on YouTube, you can see different teachers that work the questions them. So when you see that, what you need to do when you see that is pay attention to how them are answered. Pay attention to how them how them approach the question. And when them read the question out loud, you see the key points in it. And as them go along, you see if you can answer as well. You see if you see teacher go to the question, you don't know the answer, and you have that if not clear idea. Pay attention to the answer with them put. Because you might have watched the video and you see the answer and you have see a question just like it. And on the exam when you do it, you say, but wait, the teacher in the video did write this. Let me put yours and you get your 1 mark, right? So just pay attention to the textbook. Go to read the textbook, read your notes them, watch past paper videos, and also you can go on csecpastpapers.com. They have CSEC past papers for a lot of subjects, including agri. You can go and check out that. You can also go ahead and check out my CSEC playlist, which the link will be down below in the description. So basically, just prepare well, just do what you need to do, and yeah, that's basically what you need to know about the CSEC Agricultural Science single award exam. If this video helped you, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe.